The Mycenaean civilization, flourishing during the Late Bronze Age, circa 1600–1100 BCE, is a pivotal period in ancient Greek history. Known for its significant contributions to Greek culture, it has been immortalized through epic poetry, archaeological discoveries, and the deciphering of the Linear B script. This essay delves into three critical aspects of the Mycenaean civilization: the epic tales of Homer's Iliad, the legendary Trojan War, and the Linear B script. The Mycenaean civilization. Origins and expansion. The Mycenaean civilization arose on the Greek mainland, particularly in the Peloponnesian Peninsula. Named after the city of Mycenae, one of its most prominent centers, this civilization represented a continuation and development of the earlier Minoan culture of Crete. The Mycenaeans were a warrior society, characterized by their fortified palaces, advanced engineering, and expansive trade networks. Society and culture. Mycenaean society was hierarchical, with a king, Wanax, at the top, supported by a warrior aristocracy and a network of palace officials. Their culture was heavily influenced by the Minoans, evident in their art, religion, and architecture. However, the Mycenaeans introduced distinct elements such as Thylos tombs and a militaristic emphasis in their art and inscriptions. The Mycenaeans are also noted for their contributions to Greek mythology and epic poetry. Their tales of heroism and divine intervention laid the groundwork for the later classical Greek culture and its literary traditions. Homer's Iliad. The epic tale. Homer's Iliad, one of the most important works of ancient Greek literature, is set during the Trojan War, a legendary conflict between the Greeks, Achaeans, and the city of Troy. Though composed centuries after the supposed events, the Iliad reflects the values, beliefs, and societal structure of the Mycenaean age. The Iliad focuses on the wrath of Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior, and the consequences of his anger on the Achaean army. Central to the epic are themes of honor, glory, and the human condition, explored through the interactions of gods and mortals. Historical context. While the Iliad is a work of fiction, it provides valuable insights into Mycenaean society. The descriptions of weapons, armor, and warfare align with archaeological findings from Mycenaean sites. The epic also portrays a world where kings wield considerable power, warriors seek eternal glory, and the divine plays a crucial role in human affairs, elements consistent with what we know of the Mycenaean period. The Trojan War. Legend and history. The Trojan War, as recounted in Greek mythology, is a defining event in the Mycenaean era. According to legend, the war began after Paris, a prince of Troy, abducted Helen, the wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. The Greeks, led by Agamemnon, launched a massive expedition to retrieve Helen, resulting in a protracted and brutal conflict. Historians and archaeologists have long debated the historical basis of the Trojan War. Excavations at Hisarlik, identified as ancient Troy, have revealed layers of destruction that could correspond to the period traditionally associated with the war. These findings suggest that the legend may be rooted in actual events, likely involving conflict between Mycenaean Greeks and the city of Troy, possibly over trade routes and regional dominance. Archaeological evidence. Heinrich Schliemann's excavations in the late 19th century brought the site of Troy to light, uncovering artifacts and structures that suggest a wealthy and fortified city. Subsequent excavations by Wilhelm Dorpfeld and Karl Blegen further supported the idea of a series of conflicts in the region. In Mycenaean Greece, archaeological sites such as Mycenae, Tiryns, and Pylos have yielded evidence of a highly militarized society. The discovery of Linear B tablets in these palaces indicates a bureaucratic system that could support large-scale military campaigns, lending credibility to the notion of a coalition of Greek states engaging in a prolonged war. Linear B script. Discovery and decipherment. The Linear B script is one of the most significant discoveries related to the Mycenaean civilization. It was first unearthed by Sir Arthur Evans at Knossos in Crete and later at several mainland sites, including Pylos and Mycenae. Linear B tablets contain records of economic transactions, offerings to gods, and administrative details, providing a glimpse into the bureaucratic workings of Mycenaean palaces. The decipherment of Linear B in 1952 by Michael Ventris and John Chadwick was a groundbreaking achievement. They demonstrated that Linear B was an early form of Greek, predating the classical Greek script by several centuries. This breakthrough confirmed that the Mycenaeans spoke an early form of Greek, establishing a direct linguistic link between the Mycenaean and later Greek cultures. Content and significance. Linear B tablets are primarily administrative documents, listing commodities, personnel, and offerings. They reveal a complex economy centered around palace redistribution, with goods such as grain, oil, and textiles being collected and distributed by palace officials. The tablets also provide evidence of religious practices, mentioning deities that would later appear in classical Greek mythology. This continuity of religious beliefs highlights the deep cultural roots of Mycenaean civilization and later Greek traditions. The decline of the Mycenaean civilization. Collapse and transformation. Around 1200 BCE, the Mycenaean civilization began to decline, culminating in what is often termed the Bronze Age collapse. This period saw the destruction of many Mycenaean palaces and a significant reduction in population and trade. The reasons for this collapse are still debated, with theories ranging from natural disasters and climate change to internal strife and invasions by the so-called Sea Peoples. Despite the collapse of their political structures, the cultural and linguistic legacy of the Mycenaeans endured. The subsequent Greek Dark Ages, circa 1100–800 BCE, were a time of reduced literacy and economic activity, but the oral traditions preserved Mycenaean myths and legends, which would later be recorded in works like the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Mycenaean civilization, with its formidable palaces, warrior culture, and sophisticated administrative system, played a crucial role in shaping ancient Greek history. Homer's Iliad, while a work of literature, offers valuable insights into the values and societal structure of this era. The legend of the Trojan War, supported by archaeological evidence, hints at historical conflicts that may have inspired the epic tales. The decipherment of the Linear B script has provided a wealth of information about the economic, administrative, and religious life of the Mycenaeans, linking them directly to the later Greek culture. In sum, the Mycenaean civilization is a cornerstone of ancient Greek heritage, bridging the gap between the mythic past and the historical realities of the early Greeks. Its legacy continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts, offering a glimpse into the formative period of one of the world's most influential cultures.